Hey everyone, and welcome back to Disneyland Hotel Diaries. Today, we're digging into a hotel that so many of you have asked about, the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott Anaheim Main Gate. It's a popular spot, it's newly renovated, but it comes with one giant question mark attached.
And that question is right there in the name itself. When a hotel calls itself Main Gate, you're thinking you're going to be right there, steps from the magic. But what guests are saying is that the reality is, well, a little more complicated than that. Okay, let's get into it. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to tackle that location question head on. Is it a walkable myth? Then, we'll step inside the suites. After that, we're weighing the perks against the quirks, giving you the final verdict, and wrapping it all up with some must-know pro tips from people who've stayed there.
All right, first up, let's talk about the single most debated topic for this hotel, the location. How do you really get from your room to the park? Are we talking a quick little stroll or a bit of a hike?
Now, you can totally see why people are optimistic at first. I mean, check out this review. The hotel is literally right up against the Disney parking garages. When you're there, you feel like you've hit the jackpot, like you're right in the middle of the action. It creates this powerful first impression that you're super close.
But then reality hits. This quote from Ginny and Matt really sums up what most people experience. Just because you're next to Disney property doesn't mean you're next to the front door. You can't just, hop a fence and cut through the garage. So what's the actual route?
And here it is. It is definitely not a straight shot. You've got to walk down Ball Road, make a turn onto Walnut, then another turn onto Magic Way, and all of that just gets you to the security checkpoint for downtown Disney. From there, you still have the entire walk through downtown Disney just to get to the park gates.
So what does that all add up to?
Well, here's the number that matters. 20 minutes. Just about every review mentions it. And a 20-minute walk might not sound like a lot, but at the end of a 12-hour park day, trust me, it can feel like a marathon.
Of course, you do have other options. Walking is free, which is always a plus, but you can also grab the ART bus, which picks up right out front. The only catch is, guests say it can get really delayed in traffic. The other popular choice? Uber. It's fast, and travelers say it'll run you about $11 each way.
Okay, so once you've made it back from the park, what are the rooms actually like? This place was renovated recently, so let's see if it's a modern refuge or just, a place to crash.
And on paper, the amenities look awesome. These are real suites, so you're getting more space. There's a separate sitting area, a trundle bed for extra sleeping spots, which is a huge win for families, plus your essentials like a microwave and a mini fridge. That walk-in closet is a pretty nice touch too.
But here's the classic good versus bad breakdown. The good. People consistently say the rooms are spacious, clean, and modern, with really comfy beds. The bad? The walls are apparently paper thin, so you might hear everything. Other little frustrations that keep popping up are dim lighting in the bathroom, low water pressure in the shower, and a surprising lack of outlets for a modern room.
Hey, just a quick pause here. If this deep dive is helping you figure out your trip, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe and like button. It really helps us out. Okay, let's get back to it.
All right, let's zoom out from the room for a second and look at the overall hotel experience. Every hotel has its good points and its, let's call them quirks. So let's weigh the pros and cons.
So here are the trade-offs. On the perks side, the staff gets amazing reviews, super friendly and helpful. You've got an outdoor pool and hot tub, they'll store your luggage, and you can even get a room with a fireworks view. Awesome. But on the quirk side, there's a $30 a day parking fee. Ouch. The shuttle is just the public ART bus. And two really big ones, housekeeping isn't daily unless you ask, and that free breakfast, well.
This quote pretty much says it all. For a lot of us, a good free breakfast is a huge reason to book a hotel. It saves time and money. But the reviews for this one are consistently not great. We're talking watery eggs and long lines, which leads a lot of families to just give up and go spend money on breakfast somewhere else.
Okay, we've gone through the location, the rooms, the perks, the quirks. Let's put it all together and answer the biggest question. Is the Spring Hill Suites Main Gate the right hotel for your family?
So who is this hotel perfect for? I'd say it's for families who absolutely need that extra space a suite offers. It's for people who value a clean, modern room way more than being a 5-minute walk away. It's also for anyone who's already planning to eat breakfast in the park, and for those who are either okay with a 20-minute walk or have already budgeted for those $11 Uber rides.
Now, if you've heard all that and you're thinking, yup, that sounds like the place for me, then this next part is for you.
We've gathered some awesome pro tips directly from other guests to make your stay even better.
Okay, first, to deal with those thin walls, ask for a room on the top floor. No footsteps from above. Second, if you want your room cleaned every day, you have to request it at check-in. Third, have your transportation plan locked in before you go. And finally, some of the hallways are really long, so if mobility is a concern, definitely ask for a room close to the elevator.
So in the end, it all comes down to this one question. This is the big trade-off. Is a spacious, modern suite worth a 20-minute walk and having to budget for breakfast somewhere else? That's really the decision every family has to make for themselves.
Hopefully, this breakdown gave you everything you need to make the right choice for your trip. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.